thing is, from a rotation point of view, the body should be able to, you know, rotate a certain element, and you get a lot of people who are very stiff and they can only rotate to here. Throwing, walking, running, reaching, it's all twist movements, and we're quite locked up through the oblique and through the thoracic sort of middle back area. So I'm going to show you a couple of mobilizers that we can do, and a quick sort of like little test. First up, to see how much mobility you've got there, you can just bring yourself down onto the ground. And in an ideal world, I want to be able to keep my knees together and get my knees to the ground whilst keeping my shoulder still on the ground. If you get to here, you know you got some tightness. So I just want you to just scan through here for a minute. And if you can only get to here, that's fine. Just work with the range that you have. Don't force it, and then see how you go getting to the ground. That's the first thing that I want you to do. Now, there's not a lot of things that you do in your everyday life where you're lying flat on your back, twisting your legs to the side like that, apart from retarded core exercises that I see in the gym. So what we're going to do here is kind of like a segmented burpee, where we're able to get a stretch through the hips, the obliques, and also the sort of middle back. So bringing yourself down into like a push-up position, what I want you to do is bring your left leg up outside your left hand, let the pelvis drop, and then see how far back you can rotate. Some people will get jammed here because they just don't have the mobility in their back. Keep your eye on your thumb, reach back as far as you can, hold for a split second, bring it back. And you just want to do this for a minute. Change it over the legs, drop the pelvis, reach around. Back in, step. So we've got that integration of the hips and the abdominals. We're not isolating them. Just step in, drop, and rotate. Don't fling your hand behind you and keep your head here. Let your eyes go with your hand. So once we've done that for about a minute or so, we can come out of there and we can grab our trusty massage ball. Now, when it's rotation, it's not so much that we're tight here and here, it's that we're tight here. So it's this middle back target area. When you're lying on your back doing that test, going side to side, you'll sort of feel where the tight spots are. And we just want to spend a minute or so working into that tissue. So I'm just going to take the ball, pop it here, just outside the spine, and go back into that area. So sort of around middle back, and then just let your weight sink into the ball. If you want to increase this, just let your weight tilt off to the side, and like all of our mobilizations and myofascial release, stay on that point that's 7 out of 10 in, I guess, pain or discomfort, or until it dissipates. Then you just want to lift your weight up, roll to another point, spend another 20 to 30 seconds on that point. You can do things like lifting the leg up or straightening it out to sort of find different levels of pressure. You can move a little bit more out to the side and pick up that sort of outside area of the bottom of your rib cage. But essentially, I just want you spending a good solid minute working this area here and across. Okay, so that area of rotation. So we've done forward, back, side to side. Then what you can do if you want to bring in a bit of a sort of static lumbar stretch is you can go back to the ground. This time from here, if we go across, if you want, you can now straighten this leg out below, anchor this leg. So you're trying to create a right angle here. And then I want you to look away from the leg that's up. So I'm looking in this direction, breathing into this area. So this is more of a lumbar erector stretch. And then just stay here for 1 to 2 minutes. Boom, boom, boom. So we've got a little test at the start, side to side, little mobilizer with a twist, get the ball out, work into those tight spots, and then do a little bit of a long hold at the end of that. That's your Friday rotations.